tonight by Baguettes. And what's this place called? Where we at?
Baguette Magic.
Baguette Magic. Dude, pizza's fire. They got these little cute little beers. Look at that shit.
Well, we got Rio's Wood Fire.
Dude.
Pizzas out here. Little ponies.
Little pony beers. And who's this? Who we got?
Hey, my name's Evan Hines.
Evan Hines. What's up, dude? You killed him. What's this shit called? The sit down and...
The cajon. Yeah.
It's called a cajon?
Yeah, I just call it the box. Though.
Oh, dope. Cajones? I like it, dude. He's the cajone man.
Yeah.
So, are you a drummer or just a cajone player?
So, yeah, I'm a drummer first. I started playing when I was a kid, and I've always been a drummer and stuff. Great thing about the cajon, about the box, is that, growing up, it was like, everybody can roll around with their acoustic guitars and stuff.
Yeah.
But as a drummer, it's like, okay, I gotta pack out all
Yeah,
this
you need a
stuff.
fucking kit and a technician to put it together real quick.
Yeah, and then only a couple of years ago, I got this church gig actually, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we just want you in the box, nothing too crazy." So I've just kind of been dialing that in and playing that, and then they let me keep the box, and then I go play it with, Terry and all this crazy
You
stuff.
left church with the box to go talk about turtles doing cocaine?
Yeah, like literally.
Praise God. Praise God.
Yeah, Sunday morning it's like, the doxology, and then Saturday night, the night before, it's turtles on cocaine
Turtles
with
on
Terry,
cocaine.
all in the same box.
Yeah.
And then I also do my own singer-songwriter stuff as well. Too.
So are you jazz trained to drum? Because I don't know shit about too much about drum. There's drumming this way and there's drumming like flipping the egg.
Oh yeah, flipping the hand over. I don't have that fancy little backhand thing.
Dude, that's like
no, but that is cool. I mean, I guess I could bust it out if I wanted to.
Yeah. Well, who are some of your inspirations and stuff? Because I heard some folksy vibes, but at the same time alternative rock vibes.
Yeah,
and, a little mixture of a few different genres, which I like. I like when people kind of blend and make it nice. But who are your inspiration?
Yeah, you gotta pull inspiration from wherever. But I listen to all sort of stuff. Definitely on this kind of stuff I played tonight. Definitely some kind of David Bowie. Kind of classic rock, psychedelic kind of influence in there. Definitely some indie rock kind of Fleet Foxes vibes and stuff like that maybe in there.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
I wake up probably once a month, and I just I open my eyes and I go, "There's a star
right.
waiting in the sky." I swear to God, and then the next day it's black velvet in that little boy's smile.
Yeah, there you go.
It's just I wake up to those two songs more times in my life than anything. Have you ever woke up with a song?
Every single day. This morning was Cardi B. Don't know why.
There you go.
Don't know why.
There you go. Actually, it's funny that you say Starman though, because maybe a couple weeks ago I was just sitting out on my back deck. And I was like, wait, what's that line I have in my head? And I just started pulling out all the lyrics to Starman just at myself. I was like, wait, can I keep going? And I just ended up to myself, spilling all the lyrics to Starman. And I was
Sometimes
like, oh, nice.
it's like that.
Hopefully your neighbors weren't outside. Like, the fuck is going on next door?
I do some crazier stuff out back. Than
Dude, when the last time you listened to Starman?
It's been a minute.
Bro.
It's been a minute.
That shit
stuff,
slaps. It slaps.
It's not on my playlist.
I'm telling you, it slaps.
Step it up.
Yeah.
I don't even know how he... what's it, 1978 or some shit?
It's probably even early 70s, probably
even
with
early.
Ziggy and stuff.
Yeah, it's and the way what he does with his voice, I don't know. I appreciate it as an artist.
Who sings Starman?
David Bowie.
David Bowie, yeah.
I must be tripping. I must not know this fucking song.
You don't? All right.
I thought you was a motherfucking star boy.
That's where The Weeknd got that shit.
Right.
It's David Bowie, and the way he does his voice is there's a star man. It almost is some Wizard of Oz shit mixed with Post Malone. This is where Post Malone learned to do what he does.
David Bowie was on Under Pressure. Under Pressure.
With
Queen.
Yeah. But Starman is I don't know if people give it the credit it deserves, because it's he kind of created this sound that people love now. To me. Because it's it has
you think Post Malone got it? You think Posty got it off?
I'm telling you,
I think you have to
listen to the song, and you'll
okay.
I mean, Post Malone pulls from everybody, but that signature sound he has is from.
Dude,
it's a David Bowie thing. I'm telling you.
I used to fuck with Posty. I don't fuck with Posty.
Yeah,
I dig it. That record, Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars.
Yeah. Do you have any shows coming up?
Shows, hey, you can catch me down at Chico Feo doing the open mic, just kind of occasionally.
On Sunday between 8 and 12?
On Mondays,
right.
Mondays at 6 on Chico Feo on Folly Beach. Also on Folly Beach this Saturday, it's a full moon, and I'm leading a drum circle down at Folly Beach. Second block right there by Burt's. So roll up with the drum or some shakers or your keys or something, and I'm gonna be leading a little.
pretty
Dude,
cool.
is the drum circle vibe happening out here, dude?
Yeah,
Bro,
dude.
my first anniversary in Asheville,
Asheville's, dude.
drum circle.
Dude,
So
only time I've
they
ever
hold
been
a
in-
special place in my
Yeah,
heart.
dude.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
only time I've ever been in a drum circle was at Asheville, and I couldn't fucking and we just walked into it, and it ended up around a campfire, the whole drums, dude. Crazy experience in my life, dude.
Yeah.
I wish I could actually play drums because
My toxic trait is thinking I can.
no, like me being like, with Mason Jar, we would go out and like before band practice, like everyone, drummers, guitarists, all of them have rhythm. I got rhythm. I write
Yeah.
lyrics.
The thing is, though, everybody's got rhythm, and you can find it. And if
My
you have
rhythm
a good,
is-
and if you have a good drum facilitator, like with the whole point is like you just get people going, just like
Yeah.
just kind of going, and then like you're finding, and then someone else goes like, da, ga, 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 da, 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 ga, ga, and then you find the rhythm in there, and then you kind of pull that out of your people in your
Yeah.
circle, and you go, no, guys, do we hear it? Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun. And then everybody's kind of on that wavelength, and then you can really make some magic. It's pretty
Well,
cool.
I'm definitely the guy that like on that one record that goes, you know what I'm saying? Like, what song is that? You know what I'm talking about?
That's a, yeah, no, that's a.
Yeah, that song. You know what
Gorillas,
song?
right?
Gorillas.
Is that what it
Yeah.
is? Yeah, it totally is. Yeah, it totally is. Yeah.
Yeah. So I be that guy. Y'all,
doing
you
the vocal
beatbox.
comps,
Yeah,
yeah.
you beatbox and you do.
That's such a
Yeah,
great
you got the
song.
boom, boom, boom,
Dude, you know
boom,
what's
and I
funny?
got the.
You know, it's funny that
I'm in
you
there.
remind me of. Bill Burr has talked about it before, but there's a performance where John Lennon, who's the dude? Barry Gordy, not Barry Gordy.
Man alone.
Chuck, the dude, the like Godfather of rock and roll.
Chuck Berry.
Chuck Berry. It's Chuck Berry, fucking John Lennon. They're on stage playing a song, and fucking Yoko Ono's on stage.
Oh, yeah.
Has anybody seen this performance? Like, them boys is like master musicians jamming out, doing this shit. All of a sudden, Yoko Ono's little Japanese ass, whatever, she just jumps in and goes, and they're like, what the fuck, dude? Like, we're on
Oh
national
no,
TV,
I think I know
dude.
that one. And then
Dude,
he's there like signaling the
yeah.
sound guy, being like,
he's like,
"Turn
shut her the
down."
fuck off. She's supposed to be the
And so
tamper.
then in the footage, she's sitting there like waving her head around, but you can't hear her because Chuck Berry had her turn. I think I do think I've seen
Dude,
that clip.
Chuck Berry was like, she's supposed to play the tangerine. The tangerine.
Aren't you gonna play the tangerine?
She's just supposed to be the tangerine.
What about the
jack.
mandarin?
And she just grabs the
That's the
microphone
one
and
with
she's
the
like,
eight strings, right?
They're like, yo, you are fucking our shit up, dude. It's such a worthy watch, dude.
Yeah.
So Evan plays the box, plays the drums. Anything else? Do you play the flute? There was a dude in here tonight.
The dude here with the flute was awesome. Yeah, his name is
Yeah,
Dave.
And I don't never check for no flute player.
No,
The
yeah,
homeboy's
he's
killing it,
he
dude.
rolled out of here quickly, but yeah, he was cool. It was fun to play with him. Yeah. I guess more shit to rep. I do Reiki, like energy healing and stuff. I got a little studio in my backyard. So-
Sound baths and shit.
Yeah, sound baths are part of it.
Nice.
You know, it's kind of this whole kind of shamanic
Yeah, I tried to
procedure,
tell them to
yeah.
get a sound bath. I tried to tell
we
these
had
boys.
we had Arlen. Shout out to
Yeah.
Arlen. She
Yeah,
came
no,
out.
yeah,
like-
she does kind of similar kind of stuff.
Yeah, she
Okay.
tried to get us on. I was like,
was like,
damn,
yo.
you got to get naked to do it? She was like, you can.
Yeah.
Hey,
Like, it's a
hey,
bad-
you can do whatever you want.
Emotionally and spiritually, you're gonna be naked for sure.
Yeah, you know. Really, you're just gonna be like laying on a table, but in reality, you'll be like flying through the astral realm.
Yeah.
Well, Evan, it
so
was
how
great
can they find you?
Yeah.
Before
So
we-
my Reiki practice is called Levitation Healing Arts.
All right,
So you can do that,
Levitation
and then if
Healing
you
Arts.
want to listen to some music, I don't have anything out right now under my name, but project really close to my heart is an album I just put out in December called Emerging Layers by my band Cruise Director. Yeah, dude. Cruise Director, bro. Yeah. Send me my homie who lives in New York.
Y'all should
playing
do
music together forever. And,
that's nice. Y'all should do a collaborative little like EP with Terry and make it the Terry Cruise.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah.
That shit would be sick.
Yeah,
you know
man.
what I
Yeah.
mean?
So,
yeah. Do a cover of the.
it.
If I could walk.
Yeah. Making my way downtown.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Terry
But
Cruise, bro.
hey, you killed it tonight,
Hey,
man.
thank
We
you.
greatly appreciate you coming
Absolutely
on the
fun
pod.
to talk.
It's the Water Pod. That's what it's
Water
called.
Pod. All right. Hey, thanks for having me.
Thankful for you.
Come
Yeah,
on
dude.
back.
Yeah. Good seeing you.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank y'all very much.
Yeah, man.
How's it going?
Abby, welcome back.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for having me.
Killed it as usual. I've only seen you twice, but it works out every time. You're batting 1,000 right now with me.
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh,
For
love
sure.
to hear that.
For sure.
No, I had a great time. It's good to, I don't know. The last time was for a little first time jitters, you know?
Yeah. I
And we were
remember.
still working the place, but it's getting fun, you know?
Yeah. Well, I could tell you. Like poetry is a self-deprecating thing.
Yeah.
A lot of times, and like it's like you sharing your innermost thoughts. So sometimes you just like, oh, I didn't do it. Like the reason, I don't know about you. I'm speaking for myself, but a lot of times the reason we write poetry is like our insecurities or our bottled up subconscious emotions, or like this is how we get them out. And then it's like, am I confident enough to share these with everybody? And can I,
Right.
So I love that about your poetry though. It's like, you got a bop to it too. And I think once the more confidence you gain in it, like you're gonna,
Yeah. I've been trying to write more. So all my first poems were meant for a book, so they're harder to read out loud, They don't have as much flow as spoken poetry. Like I have to adjust them a little bit. So the new ones, I've kind of gotten into that and more like sing-songy, and it makes it so much easier too, I've learned, just the performer too, to, have it's like easier to remember lines of a song than it is like a story,
Right. Yeah.
So a lot of your poetry is inspired by your mom?
The first one was, so I originally wrote her a book for her 60th birthday.
Nice. What's your mom's name?
Her name's Elizabeth.
Shout
Elizabeth.
out Elizabeth. Happy 60th.
But now I don't know what to do for the rest of her birthdays, because I really hit the top of the rung with that one. But yeah, I wrote her a book, and then when I think I said up there, I got laid off my corporate job, and I was like, I always wanted to turn that for like Mother's Day or something for her. I'll turn it into just like an Amazon KDP book, like something easy to publish, whatever. And then I really looked at it, and I had a ton more stuff I've been writing since I was a kid.
Yeah.
So I was like, I actually have a lot. I could really actually do a book with this. And I kind of got very gung-ho about it, and then instantly was like, whoa, what did I commit to? This is crazy. But it was really fun, and I'm really glad I did it, because it put me fully into writing, and I missed it for a while.
Yeah, that's a good thing, because that's kind of how I operate too. It's like I need a task, I need a goal to accomplish, and then I'll accomplish it, but if you just stay in that kind of middle land of should I not, do I need, like I don't know, especially like art wise, I feel like art's a necessity. So it's like when you see that need as an artist, you gotta fill it with art.
Absolutely.
Have you ever thought about putting out like a spoken word version of your stuff or something on audio?
I haven't. I've never. So this is now my third time speaking poetry on a mic.
That's insane.
That's wild. No,
That's insane.
For real.
That's what I'm saying. You have a bop. You have like you have a cadence and to your stuff. Like
you have a comfort too, though. Like
no,
you seem very at home.
I'll be bluntly honest with you. Like I can tell you don't even need your phone. Like,
No,
you have
it's
your
a
phone,
crutch.
and trust, you said it. I didn't say it, but I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, it is.
I as a poet, as an artist, I know, like, you don't. It's
Yeah.
just there to have it, like.
Yeah.
You and you just have, like, you have it. You're yeah. You don't need anything. Like, you can project it the way that you want to. Like,
Thank you.
it's crazy that it's showing you the third time.
Yeah.
Like, it's incredible for real.
Well, and
Like,
it's all because of Christy. I mean, I never really. My brother does comedy in New York. Well, now he's a lawyer. Quick switch, but he's like very much a performer, and I'd help him write jokes. Like, I was always the background scene person, you know. But I mean, if you've ever seen me in a crowded room, I kind of perform anyway. You know, it's kind of my natural. But when I met Christy and she asked me to do this, I was like, oh, I mean, I've never even thought about reading my poetry out loud, really.
yeah.
And then I loved it. Like, now
Yeah.
I'm like,
Well,
I want to do
Christy's
this all
the
the
best
time.
at that. Christy
Yeah.
is like, I don't know. When I first met Christy, we clicked because, like, we want to see people, like, blossom.
Yeah.
No matter what. Like, Christy's one of them rare people that can see the talent in somebody and magnify it. You know, be like,
She's very encouraging, just
yeah,
by nature.
yeah.
Just like her
And it's
aura
not
is
even-
just very encouraging.
100%.
Absolutely.
It's not even talent based. It's just like she sees the good in everything and everyone, and she wants
And
to
believes in it.
She
She's
wants
like
to magnify
seriously
it.
believes in it.
She just wants to magnify.
And
it.
you know what's dope about it is like there's such a genuine feeling to it. Like you could tell like she means that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
I tell her, like, all the time because I know, like,
Christy
I
makes
do-
me want to be better.
Well, I do poetry, like, about my mom and all
Yeah.
this, but she reminds me of my mom. My mom was like that
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
She's still like that, you know, for all her flaws. That's how my mom is. Like, that's her biggest flaw is because she didn't, you know, wasn't strict enough
Yeah.
and structured enough because she just was like, she cultivated this. Like, the only reason
Yeah.
I write well is my mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only
Hey,
reason.
what's your homegirl's name that did the poem about her dad?
Mantha.
Yeah, that
Samantha.
One, that one fucked me up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was great.
Maybe
I'm
want
glad
to
she
go
did
home and be a
it.
better dad.
Sometimes it's like that.
Sometimes I just need somebody to spit some shit.
Are
Yeah.
you coming back
that's
to the next one?
Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep doing it, keep perfecting
Are
it.
you working on a new book?
Yeah, so I'm working on one that's going to be more about grief and resilience. So I actually had lost my father a few years ago. And I like the first one was for my mom. And the second one, that's not necessarily is about him, but just I've experienced a lot of grief. I also worked in healthcare for a long time. So I've seen it, I've experienced it. And that was like pretty much the theme of my 20s, which is not the theme of many people's 20s, is just
Yeah.
like consistent grieving. But once I got through it and past it, like grief is such a beautiful thing, and an inspiring thing. Like there's a lot of beauty and there's a lot of inspiration there,
That's
and
a
it's
cool
also
thought.
very human.
Like his dad just passed.
Yeah, I've
And,
never heard
like,
anybody describe grief.
Well,
as
that's
beautiful.
a
Eventually,
yeah. No,
Ain't
but
there yet.
yeah, it maybe. But I'm glad that you were able to portray that to him
yeah,
that way because I've had a tremendous amount of grief, but I've never been able to explain it that way. You know, like most people look at it as just like this super negative thing. You know what I'm saying? When in actuality, it's like, yo, you felt that. Like
Yeah.
you're capable of, especially for somebody like you, me. I don't know about you, but you and me, it's like you're capable of like feeling that. You know what I'm saying? So like that's what's
I don't
beautiful.
know, man. Maybe I ain't. I'm a little fucked up.
But
No,
if you-
I'm saying like
It takes poetry to bring it out of me.
no. Because I know like you might ride in your this is what I mean by it. It's like you might ride in your car one day and like something just like when it hits you, like
Yeah,
that moment of grief,
It's waves, dude.
it's like
It's waves.
like
it's
it
intense.
does hurt and most people say it hurts, but it's like to me it's just healing because I'm not riding around grieving all day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Well, it's
It might be
it's-
once a month, once every 2 months, but when it hits me, I'm like, oh, I still have that muscle, you know,
Yeah.
that muscle to
Yeah.
like feel for things, others, like to not just be like, that's how.
It's weird because like on the way here, I had a conversation with my friend Greg, and he lost both his parents. And we're about the same age, and so it's dope to relate to people. I mean, it's not dope. I mean, obviously you want your parents to live forever, but
Yeah.
it's comforting to relate to people who have gone through it, and you're like, I'm fresh to it, right? So it's just to me, right now it's just weird.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Oh, it's super.
it's
Life's
like,
weird.
It's so weird. It's like you know he's gone. You watched him go, but it's like you still like see a picture. You're like, oh, should I call my dad? Because I thought about this thing the other day. Oh, fuck, I can't call my dad. It's just oh
Yeah, that
shit.
is
Or you
weird.
have this thought. You're like, oh shit, it reminds me of. Oh damn, I can't call my dad.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't know how long this shit goes or the steps of. I know there's
Ever.
like.
I was gonna say,
You
unfortunately,
know it's
forever.
a long time when you take the
but-
4 off that
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Can't even.
Unfortunately, forever.
Yeah.
But without love, there couldn't be grief. So it's like those are, I feel like, an equal
that's the
measure
beauty
a lot
part
of the
too,
time.
right?
It's like,
Yeah.
if you know you feel that deeply and feel that hard, it's because you loved that hard. And like,
Yeah.
that's what I see the beauty in it. Is like, and life is weird, and that's one of the things that makes us connect to other people and that makes us so human is to feel those insane emotions. Not that they're fun, because it's not. Like, it's not fun at all. But
No.
It's
it is
that-
powerful. It is
But it's
powerful.
that and the differences where
Yeah.
you can like see. Like, it's always helped me to see somebody react to something differently than I would react to it because I understand like you're born and then you like develop your personality. You think like everyone should think like me. Like that's your first instinct. It's like everyone should react like me. Like if I
that's fair.
if I say this, it's
Well,
a
that's
joke.
fair, yeah.
You know, if I say a
Well,
joke
if
and
somebody
like you're
reacts
like,
weird, I'm
that's
like,
not
why
a
did-
funny joke. Like my,
You know.
if I make a dad joke, and you're like, well, my dad's dead. Like, well, I'm sorry. Like I didn't mean to do
Yeah.
that. But you know, it's just like you can't predict what other people are gonna feel, and that's how it's like. You first start out, you're like, oh, it's only what I think. And like everyone should think like me, but then you realize like everyone thinks differently, and that's. I always find beauty in that. It's like, like whether it's a project or art or like we talked about this the other night. But how can everybody find you?
So I'm Abby Tells Stories, ABBY. ABBY Tells Stories on Instagram, and then my website is abigailfranken.com. But you can also find my book, The Mermaid and the Moon, on
The Mermaid and the Moon.
The Mermaid and the
Yes.
Moon. It's on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Thrift Books, pretty much all the
Everything,
booksellers.
everything, all
And it's
that.
also in a couple local shops
Yes.
in Charleston. Folly Soul. I'm about to put it in Rooted, which is downtown, and hopefully some more coming soon.
All right, let's do it, man. I look forward to hearing you again.
Yeah.
Appreciate you for coming on.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys.
Always a
Thank
pleasure.
you.
Good to see you again.
Yeah, it's so good to see you guys.
Like I tell everyone, you should come on to a full pod and give them a performance, show them what you do. We could do a studio performance. It would be so dope.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
thank
No,
you
I
so
loved it.
much.
I've been watching you guys now since the
Oh,
last
appreciate
one.
it.
Yeah,
Appreciate
checking it
it.
out. Love
We're
it.
signing autographs off camera.
Subscribe, like, and share.
Yes.
Miguel Franken, it's the
Let me
Wonder
get that.
Pod.
Let me get this shirt. Let me get
Peace.
this shirt.
Thanks, guys. That was fun.
Like, what's the word? Super rural. I can't even say that word. Rural. Like super isolated. Dude, one day we was there and my grandma was like, come with me, I want to show you something. She walked me down to this fucking church that's been there since like the fucking Mayflower. And, and these motherfuckers were in there. She found a box for me to stand up on and look through the window. On hand to God, dude, they were in there fucking holding snakes. Like, I seen that shit in fucking person. I was like, this is unreal. And they was coming unglued in that bitch, fucking hooting and hollering and shit. I was like, bro, I ain't never seen nothing like this. And I was like 8.
I think you wandered into a Pentecostal church.
Dude, I don't know where I was. I didn't know shit about shit. I just knew that me and my grandma went for a walk early one morning in fucking bumfuck Kentucky. And she took me to where these motherfuckers were holding snakes, cuz.
Well, the little town that I'm from, we don't hold snakes. It's much more boring than that.
Yeah, that sucks.
Well,
Yeah.
you do have the coffee shop that has all of the sandwiches named after apostles, and then
We do.
Ev, who you guys interviewed earlier, vomited in their alley,
He did.
hungover, in next to the Jesus coffee shop, and that was a one of the highlights of visiting you in Kentucky was seeing the alley that Ev puked in and just really disrespected all of the church.
Desecrated the church with
I was
vomit.
proud of him
No,
for that.
it's right next to the church.
Nice.
Yeah, it's this little coffee shop, and yeah, so Ev came in like August, and you came around
It was
Valentine's
February,
Day,
yeah.
February.
I was your
And
Valentine.
He didn't
yeah.
take a single picture the entire time we were there.
Except for the alley that Ev puked in. I have a picture of that.
We walked out of the restaurant, and he just took a picture of the alley that Evan puked in.
That's it was the most important monument in your town.
The Vomit Alley?
It needs a
That
sign.
sounds like a great band name.
It needs
Vomit
maybe
Alley.
a statue. Like I think it needs a
Vomit
statue of
Alley.
Evan. Evan looks a lot like Jesus. You can probably just slip it in there. They won't even know.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Sound like a Catholic priest.
You ever vomit in an alley next to a church?
One of 5
I did
churches.
when I was in college. I was in Greek life, and they did this thing called Kegs and Eggs, right? It was like Greek Olympics, and you got really drunk before the Greek Olympics. And it was on a Sunday morning, and I didn't live in our like frat house, and I really had to take a shit, and I was like, it was locked, and I couldn't get in there. I'm like, you just can't do that outside. So I was like, where can I go? And I'd done some volunteer work at one of the local churches, and like I'd given food to homeless people, and I was like, I could use their bathroom. I'm sure they wouldn't hate that. No, I forgot it was Sunday, and so it was the middle of their coffee hour, and I drunkenly staggered into this church, and I like see all the people, and I was like, oh no, and then I was like, but I do need, and then I just went right to the bathroom, and then I opened up the bathroom door, and somebody had destroyed this bathroom. Like it was, I was drunk as fuck, and I was not willing to use that bathroom, and I left. And I am sure that somebody destroyed that bathroom and now believes like far more in God, because they were like, dude, he gave me somebody to blame. Like that guy got away with it because they're like the asshole kid in Greek life. He's the one that destroyed the bathroom.
That's what happened.
Sorry, I've done things in my life.
How does that story come up in regular conversation? Like,
Just like that happened naturally. I don't know, man.
so this one time,
Somebody tells that story to this day. He was in church and this drunk dude showed up.
Was that
just
back-
went in the bathroom and fucked that shit up.
was that back home in Maryland?
Yeah, that was back in Maryland, yeah. That guy was like, it's a miracle.
You saved some dude's ass in Maryland.
If I flushed that toilet, it would have risen again.
Shit.
Holy shit, that's fucking hysterical, dude. You ever take a
That
shit?
was
in
a crazy church. I also, there was a guy there, so like, there were, I mean, not to just play into every stereotype of things, but like I knew somebody who may or may not have been selling things that weren't legal, and there was a guy, a cop, who was dressed up like a homeless person who was hanging out in the lawn of the church, and he was staring directly at me when I was walking to class, and I called it. I was like, well, what in the world is going on? And this police band radio went off, and he was like, fuck, blah, blah, blah. And I called the two guys who were dealing things, and we fire sale. A lot of people got very happy very cheaply after that. I don't know. It was a hotbed of activity in that church, and then also Jesus, I think, probably made an appearance
Praise
at some
God.
point.
So
They helped feed the homeless. They were good people. I think they were Episcopalians, if I remember right. They're the chillest of all the church groups. So I feel like they have a sense of them, and the Jesuits have like a pretty good sense of humor.
Jesuits. What's a Jesuit?
Jesuits, those are like they're like a offshoot of the Catholics, as I recall.
Catholics ain't got
And
a
they're
good
like
rapport
they do
going.
like a lot of them like they have monks still. But the monks are very, I don't know, there's like a Jesuit's Guide to Life that I read at one point that was very much more like, it was almost like reading something Buddhist. They were talking about how you should like really picture everything that was going on in the scripture, and not just like with your eyes, but like think about what the smells would be, and think about like what it would feel like to be in that that time and that situation and try and like really breathe life into the things that you're picturing and and that I thought was really cool.
Dude, the Buddhist religion is pretty dope. I used to work for a dude from Laos, like over there near what the fuck is it? Where's Laos at? It's
Asia?
No, it's near Vietnam. It's near Vietnam. And he was a dude.
What's your name? Davis. Davis, can I hop in here and shot you?
Yeah, yeah.
And he schooled me to like Buddhism shit, and it was dope to see like another perspective on. And I was mad young. I was like 22, 23 years old, and he was just like what happened was me and this dude was getting into like a pretty deep discussion about religion. You work next to each other for like 12 hours a day, 9 days a week. Like for you develop this relationship with this person, and then during one of our times we was having this deep religious experience, and this little short dude from Laos just pops in and he's like, "You're all full of shit," and then he just like drops some fucking bombs on us to be like, Buddhist religion is much different. Like, you guys want to sit here and fight, the Buddhist religion's about in here. It's like the inner peace, and like I was like, damn, dude, that's fucking mad.
Man was school.
Dude, I was fucking school. And Jimmy, his name was Jimmy Nguyen. Shout out to Jimmy if you're watching this ever in life. I doubt it. But dude, that dude dropped knowledge on me that I carry to this day, bro.
Damn, you think he ever dropped a bomb? Dropped some knowledge
No,
at a church?
Drop some fucking deuce bombs. Dude, no. One day, another day, there was this dude talking about. He was this black dude. He was talking about like all the repression and shit that they go through here in America, and he was just like, it's funny to see an outsider, a supreme outsider's view on this shit. Dude walked up and was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Like, you got it so bad. Do you know what it's like to wake up the next day and your entire village is slaughtered?" It's like, that's fucking real. Like, you know, like everybody that you went to school with and their family is dead in one night. Like that shit fucked me up, dude. That shit
You should
fucked
write
me
a
up.
song about that.
You should, dude. Woke up the next morning.
It's a song called All My Friends Are Dead.
Yes. But that's
Dropped a bomb in church and everybody died.
Juice WRLD already did that, right?
I do. I have a song called Everyone Dies. I feel
Has
like
to be
one
dope.
of the things that I love in Buddhism is just that I feel like they have an acceptance of death, right? Like, you have to accept that it happens. I feel like maybe some Buddhists have different beliefs about what happens after, and I don't generally try and figure that out. I just kind of figure I'll find out eventually. But like, everyone will die, and I feel like people get really scared, and I mean, you gotta accept it because it's the one thing we all have in common, and also you enjoy it sometimes. Like, I mean, it sounds fucked up, but like, shitty people are gonna die.
Yeah,
like the amount of like anger
people
that you
are gonna
hold
die.
in, right?
Yeah.
Like, somebody cuts you off in the fucking on the highway or whatever, and you're like, oh my gosh, they almost killed me. Like, that person dying right now, like, they're on their way, the mortal coil. You don't have to waste your time being angry at them, and also you have a finite amount of time, so don't waste that time because your time is also precious.
Yeah, exactly. It's like that. You ever seen that really eccentric dude that gets stopped on the side of the sidewalk, and he's like, and they're filming, and the dude walks in between them, and he's like, don't attribute to malice what could be attributed to ignorance. Like, everybody's just doing their own thing, man. Like, he's walking through, we're filming. Like, why do we have precedence over him? That type of shit. Yeah, it's crazy, man. But Davis, I seen y'all boys. You added some songs. You added some music. It was dope. I want
Highly entertaining.
Yeah, I want to
Top
have
notch-
you on
top-notch
for
entertainment,
a full pod.
I'm
for
so
sure.
down. Absolutely.
Yeah, we still got to write the song about Ant's dad.
I need to know facts about Ant that
I got
most
you.
people wouldn't know, and preferably without him being involved, so that we can surprise him with all of the ways that his father's not proud of him.
Yeah, I told him that tonight. I was like, we gotta do it. We gotta do it. So, hey, y'all look up Terry Hayes. Shout out his band. Hey, you got Anthony going. It's the Water Pod. Peace.
Yeah, now. We good?
Yeah. We,
So your homegirl Abby's dope. We were just talking about
Indeed.
you. All good things. All good things. No, that piece you kicked tonight was dope. It made me want to go home and be a better dad.
So
Yeah.
you have children
I do.
Yeah.
I have two.
too.
Yeah, they're grown now, but like you're still a dad, right?
Yeah.
It's just dope because, like, I don't know how old you are, and I'm not going to ask. You never ask a lady. But, like, to know that, like, a woman grows into a being that is, like, still relies on her dad. Mm-hmm. Like, your dad is still your dad, right? So it's like I'm trying to stay that special, in that special place for my daughter's life. I'm not the greatest, not the best. You know, I'm a little distant sometimes, but...
Well, to provide more context too, my dad was a little bit more removed in my upbringing. He wasn't always there.
Right.
I always knew he loved me, but he wasn't super present until later in his life when he realized that he didn't need to parent as much and he could just get to know me and my sister as adults.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I got it.
So he, like, didn't do everything right.
Nah, I can relate.
That didn't change my love for him.
I can relate.
And whenever I called, and I moved into a place in downtown Charleston that was a huge studio, and I hated it, but it had really high ceilings, so he came in and built me a loft so that I could have my bed elevated and then, like, more room. And he didn't question it. He just showed up, built me like carpentry specifications.
Yeah, dope, super dope, yeah.
Made sure that it had, like, wires so that I didn't fall out of the bed.
Well, what's weird is, like, from the dad perspective is, like, moms obviously, like, most moms, majority of moms, I would think, take up the, like, emotional support of their daughters, right? Mm-hmm. And dads are there to be like, I'm here to not let you fail. Like, I'm here to, like, if you're, I'm your all time forever as long as I'm here, safety net. Like, I won't let you fall.
But that's why I took it from both ways. Like, I've seen it as a dad because I'm a dad. So whenever you were speaking that, like, the dad in me was like, oh, I hope my daughter writes a poem like this about me one day and performs it this way. But the poet in me was like, I could tell by her emotion that some of it was like cheeky, if you know, like. Not,
I was making fun of him just a little bit.
A little bit, like a little bit. Just I could tell that it was like, or not just making fun, but like, oh, you know how it is when, like, maybe. I know you know where you ain't seen your pops in a while, like, act like I don't mean shit, and you're like, but everybody's telling you, like, oh, you look like him, you dance like him, you walk like him, you talk like him, you like all that shit, and you're like, damn, all that, but, like, you know, like, and that's all you want from me is to be like you, but, like, I'm my own person too. I don't know if that, I'm not trying to break your
that's a really good point though.
But it's just like, it's like the poet in me, the artist in me is like, there's more to it than just like a fun, like, my dad's cool vibe to it. Just because of her emotion. Like, the words were that, like, my dad's cool, I'm like my dad, like dad, but the emotion behind it.
I did
like,
a little bit connecting on the
like
emotional
a little bit of,
Well,
was it meant to be like that, or
it was meant to be
tripping?
glib. So I wrote it to him as like a Christmas card because I couldn't give gifts that year.
Right.
So it was meant to be kind of like him reading it and I was watching his reaction of kind of like, we're making fun of each other, we love each other, this is our relationship kind of thing. But I didn't find that for his funeral speech, and I wrote something else that felt a little bit less like what I would have wanted to tell him, and that's why I felt compelled to, like, say it out loud, because there is a shift of, I'm not a parent, I have nephews that I love deeply, but I do think there's that perception that you have of your parents as you're growing up, of this, you give me this, you know, you teach me this, and then something shifts when you're like, I am also an adult, and we see each other in an adult lens, and it changes the relationship in a way that's like, I enjoy you and appreciate you in different ways, and I understand you in other ways because you're also a human trying to figure this out.
Absolutely.
And you didn't do it great, but I don't hate you because of that.
Well, you gotta think,
I love you, and
how old were, again, I'm gonna ask you, how old was your dad when
he was 6? He had just turned 60.
So your dad was young. So my dad was 67 when he passed. So you gotta think, like, our parents were, we're parents, all three of us, but we're so young when we have kids that we're still kind of
figuring it out.
We're figuring it out. So, like, it's fucked up because, like, you go through, like, the impatience of being, like, you're 20 or 20. I was like 20, 19, and 24 when I had my kids, and I'm just like, oh, why don't you know this shit? And you got to remember, like, they just got their brain like 5-10 years ago, and they just ain't there yet. So you're impatient, and you make a lot of mistakes in the middle of the night. They're crying, they're screaming, or whatever. You make plenty of mistakes. But as you get older and you mature, and your kids almost grow up with you, you just learn to have like, I don't know, it's just like weird phases of life. Like
there's a different level of grace that you have, like eclipsing your parents like at a certain age. Like my parents had me when they had my sister, she's older than me, when they were 26, I think, which is kind of old for that generation. They had me, I think, when they were 31, 32. And now I'm 32 and I've eclipsed them. Yeah. And I don't have children. I don't want children. So being able to see them in that kind of light of like, oh, this is how I feel as an adult, and you had 2 babies? Yeah. I don't want fucking kids. Like, I'm a baby myself. Yeah. And so, like, giving them so much grace of the understanding, it's just like, we're all figuring it out, but nowhere in this, like, life journey have I ever thought my parents didn't love me. Yeah. Well, despite, like, what happened. And that's what I communicate in like the speech that I did at his funeral. And that's that speech or poem or whatever you want to call it as well. It's like deeply embedded in that was love. Yeah. And it's like, you weren't a perfect dad. I didn't ask you to be, but I came to terms with it. I gave you grace, and I still love the fuck out of who you were and who you were to me. Yeah. And I think that's powerful for people that, one, have lost their parents, but also people who are parents of like raising children. There's no level of perfection that you can achieve, and that's not the point. They don't come with fucking manuals. You gotta like figure this shit out. And it's just like watching. So I have 2 nephews. My sister and I are very close. She's 3 years older than me, and I love them deeply. And just watching her and my brother-in-law go through that experience as someone that doesn't have kids, and I get to go home. I get to say, you know what? This has been a lot. I'm gonna leave and go sit in my quiet studio apartment where I don't have to do anything but what I want to do. Right. Nice.
But there's levels of parents to me. You know what I'm saying? There's levels of parents. Like, if you had good parents, okay, they loved you. Like, they loved you. Mm-hmm. And they were good parents. Like, because people that loved you didn't like abuse you or didn't abuse you. But if you had great parents, they wanted to see you be better than they were. Like,
I don't know, man, but do you think love that's the ultimate goal, has ever been removed from any situation of a parent?
Absolutely not. Like, you love them no matter what.
Right.
But okay, if you're a parent though, like, if I say you're my child, right? I love you. Like, no matter what, who you marry, what you do in life, I love you. Yeah, that's fine. But like, if I really loved you, I would want to see you just be a better human being than me, more successful. Like, I'm ground zero. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know how you don't want to judge your kids or whatever, but I'm just saying, like, my children are just like, if a parent truly wants you to be better than them, then they truly love you, because they want you. If they're this is what I mean. If they're holding you back and like saying like your dreams aren't valid, they're not appreciating your art. They're not appreciating. I do think there's
conditional and unconditional love. Yeah. And like, I think those are very real things, and unfortunately, you're born into situations where like that is either there or not. Right. And as children, you figure it out based off of your situation.
You can go through some shit behind that because you think it's something you did wrong. You think that goes deep, dude. Like, it's like some people ain't ready to be parents, and they have kids and they don't, you know.
But that's the thing. You're talking about like morality versus love base. It's like, you're not a bad person. You don't love your kid just because you don't do the best for them. I don't disagree that you might not do the best job for them, and that doesn't mean you don't love them as well.
So do you think somebody can be morally right but still not love their kids?
For sure.
I feel like
That's
that
what I'm
kind of
saying.
hand in hand.
No, there's plenty of people I feel like can do the moral thing, like take care of their kids. They're home every day, but they don't. So, all right.
Well, see,
I had
morality is
posed-
also like it's very objective.
It's very
based off of
subjective,
everyone's.
But at the same time, I know that I grew
Subjective,
up. Like,
you're right.
Yes, but I grew up like my mom is strictly unconditional love based. It does not fucking matter if you succeed in life or you're shitty in life or whatever. I love you because we have blood together and like.
And she shows up for you though, and she supports you like.
Yeah. I mean,
that unconditional level of like.
No.
No? Okay.
Unconditional in the sense of like, there's nothing you can do to stop me from like loving you. You can curse me out, scream me, like truly unconditional. It doesn't matter. What you're talking about is the other part. What I'm talking about, when your parents want to see you succeed and do better than them, that's when I feel like you become like a great parent. To me, is like when I don't like I do show up for you. I do support you. I don't just love you. Like love is so easy to do. Like I love you. I won't hurt you. I won't like this is what I'm saying is like true love to me is like it comes with action. It doesn't just it's not unconditional. It is conditional. I love this motherfucker. If he calls me and he has a fucking flat tire tonight and I'm already home, I'll drive an hour back. That's conditional love. Like I love you so much. Unconditional love would be like, you know I love you.
So if I call you at 3 o'clock in the morning, that's the one condition.
Even if I, but to most people, unconditional love is like,
it doesn't matter what happens though. To me, that's what unconditional love is like. It doesn't matter what the fuck happens. I'm there for you no matter what. True love has conditions. True love. You have to show up for me. I have to show up for you. It's a two-way street.
I have to show up for you. You have to show up for me. That's true unconditional love. I disagree
because so. I don't again, I'll say I don't have children. I don't understand that brain switch. My 2 nephews, I fucking adore. I don't give a shit what they do. They don't have to give me anything. And I will show up. I will do anything for those 2 motherfuckers. That is unconditional love in my
family. We say shit like for you, I'll kill somebody. For you, I'll bury a body.
No, I figured it out. We're talking about the same thing, but you're talking about from a parent's perspective, and I'm talking from a child's perspective right now. So that's where the disconnect is because yes.
Okay.
You love your kids unconditionally, but your parents, it's like.
Do you think it's more conditional?
You should have. There are conditions. Like you're my parents. Like that's how I'm looking at it. It's like.
I actually agree with that. If you don't give me the basic needs of what I have learned to know what love is, then
are they capable?
Yeah,
because you're right. As a parent,
that matters.
Your child,
are they capable?
Your child is.
Because it's also like very fair if someone chooses to not have a relationship with their parents.
Okay. Well, it was nice talking to you, Samantha.
This could go on all night.
We'll get it out on the Water Pod. I'll get your information so that I can send you the
it was great talking to you guys.
Do you have social medias where you want people to look up your
No, I
poetry
don't.
No? All right,
I'm just a hype man for Abby Franken, who is a great poet and artist.
Super dope hype man. Shout out Christy. Shout out Rio's Woodfire. Shout out Bag Out Magic for giving us a platform. We appreciate you. Shout out my cameraman Foolish. My co-host Cousin Sal.
Hey.
Think harder, work smarter. If you want it to grow, just add water. It's the Water Pod. Peace.
Yeah. Fuck you, I won't do what you told me.
Like I can't like sit down and like really write a song. It's more like it just like comes out like very quickly.
Yeah.
It's probably the same when you're doing poetry.
Very
it's
similar.
just like a flow.
Yeah.
But
well, I rap. So
you rap.
Like poetry for sure. I've always written poetry, but I'm a rapper, so that's why it sounds the way it does because and you're a rapper too.
I'm a rapper.
If you didn't know it, but yeah, you are.
Let's go.
For sure. Yeah. Definitely.
I'm gonna change genres.
You don't have to. It's just like your cadence, your flow. Like you have the way that you structure your rhymes. Like a lot of like there's other people that are similar in your genre, if you could say, but you're unique in the sense of like people don't do like multi-syllabic rhymes, if that makes sense, like where you write back, like and then the way that you carry it too. So
I didn't even know it had a name.
it does multi-syllabic.
Okay. We're learning.
Yeah, for
Perfect.
sure. Because most people rhyme like, I'm gonna open up the door.
I swear to God, I was thinking about rhyming door.
Yeah.
I swear to God, door,
I'm
four,
gonna
more
open
door.
up the door. We're on the second floor.
Sure.
Then we're going back to the store. But like that's what I was telling her. Like she's like a rapper. Like you know, and even her hooks like that sunny side. So we have a song. We made like you can catch me on the sunny side. So when I heard yours, like it almost has that same bop to it. You know.
Yeah.
So, you didn't notice that? Like, who's your inspirations then? Like, you don't have rap inspirations or hip hop or R&B?
I love, like for rap, that's so hard. I like Kendrick Lamar. I like SZA for R&B.
I could see SZA. But who do you listen to? Like, it doesn't have to be at rap and R&B. Like, who do you listen to when you're riding?
hard.
And then you're
Okay.
like,
If
oh,
it comes
I
on
gotta
the
go.
radio, you're like, turn it up, not changing it.
Yeah.
Have to listen to this
Well,
song.
I
I feel like you're not. It's not something that's on the radio. It's some shit that we're not even gonna know. Probably.
Oh my God! Don't make me sound cool. I'm not that cool. I love like Casey Musgraves, even though I don't feel like I really write like her, but like, I love Casey. I grew up on Taylor Swift. Sue me.
Definitely.
Like I'm 24. Like everyone loves Taylor
I
Swift.
give Taylor her respect.
Yeah.
For sure.
Lana Del Rey.
I like Lana.
Remy Wolf. Do you listen to Remy Wolf?
Never heard of her.
She's
I'll check it
super
out, though.
cool. Like
Yeah.
her music is crazy. Her production is crazy. Frank Ocean.
I like Frank Ocean.
Like
That's
it just depends, because I feel like my songs like are different depending on.
No, your songs are very different.
Yeah.
But you definitely have like, you're kind of marrying a few different things, and that's what makes it unique. Like that's what I've always tried to do. Just like take what I like and love, and I mean,
Yeah.
And it's not from anyone. It's just what I like who I am, and that's what I liked about it when I heard it. But I was just comparing you to rappers because it's the way that the way you structure your songs and the vibe you got. It's very like, I don't know, like it's like when we freestyle, like
Thank you.
you hear a little vibe, and then for instance the sunny side and the what's it about your coworker that you had a crush on?
Yeah.
Like that's exactly how we would write a song.
He has
Yeah.
a crush on me. That's what he's trying to tell you.
Oh my gosh, do y'all work together?
No, but she said
No.
Oh well,
Used to.
I mean, kinda.
Used to.
Yeah, we're a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like what'd you say? Cracking. What's the hook? How's the hook
I
go?
go.
I know it's the sunny side.
Yeah, like cracking jokes, catching up outside. It's corny as fuck.
No, that's
Cracking
that's
jokes,
rap.
catching up outside, waiting on your girlfriend's ride. Aren't you over easy, baby? I'll stay on the sunny side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's exactly how we would write. Like that's how rappers, like good rappers or good songwriters.
Yeah.
In general.
I say
Arts-
wordsmiths. I say
Wordsmiths, yeah.
people that's like, I know what I want to say and I want to deliver this message, but I also want to be like fluent and I don't even know how to describe it, but like yeah, you want to make it like catchy the whole way through.
Yeah.
Like everything ties from the beginning to the end, like ties together and is catchy in a sound and a presentation.
Yeah, it's like if you were on like a superhero scheme, and you're like something about the Spider-Man and the or Batman or whatever, Robin, like just to keep that scheme going. Like I don't know if you think about it in schemes, but it seems like you do. The way that we listen is like the way that you portray your music. It has that theme where you think of like how you would think. You walk into work one day and you think of the time clock, and then you're like,
No,
oh,
literally.
How does
How
can I make that a song?
It's a curse.
I was working at a breakfast restaurant and I like was asking people how they wanted their eggs all day long, and I was like, this is torture. And then eventually I was like, over easy, like that's kind of cool. Like I feel like I could do something with the song. And then I had a crush and I was like, wait, let's tie those two concepts together. And then that's how the song was born. I was like, oh, let's go from there. And then you build off of that.
That's cool.
Like the other day I heard the phrase tried and true. And I was like, that's a cool idea. Like, how can I compare that to like a relationship? Like just like little like little phrases.
It's a curse. Like it never
It
turns
never
off.
no, it's
It never
like
goes
how
off.
can I
How can I flip that? You hear, it's just like you said. Like, I hear the stupidest. Like one time, a long time ago, I heard this fucking dude come up to me. He goes, like, "Man, that's slicker than Neil shit." And I was like, "Damn it! How can I flip that?" Shouts out to Glenn. How can I flip that and make that like that is so like when you hear something you're just inspired by. It could spark something as far as just like an idea. It could spark a fucking whole concept of a whole thing. Like it's just weird little intricacies that'll just like form what I'm trying to get across. Especially if I'm in writing mode. Like so when we would get back in our days, we would get like a package. It would. Well, you're 24, so you probably can't relate too much, but we get like 2 to 3 CDs, right? It would be CDs, and it would be all instrumentals, all beats. And we would have to they would probably have like 10 or 12 a piece, and we'd have to make songs out of those. So they would like divvy out you three, come back with some ideas, and let's make something happen. So when you're in like writing mode, and you're like struggling to find shit, you like, because in the rap world, it's all like macho, I'm the fucking best, you can't fuck with me kind of shit. But when you're like, I want to go deeper than that, and I want to go on some, I don't know, you just want to go deeper than that. You're like, anything will tie itself to you. And you're like, fuck, that's so inspirational, but I gotta find the connection. And then it turns into a whole whirlwind of, that makes sense in this way. Eggs, hard boiled. No, sunny side. You can catch me on the sunny side, or how you like them flipped over, easy. So don't.
It's crazy in here.
It's a fucking curse. People don't understand. If you never lived it, you don't know.
Yeah.
It's exhausting.
But it's so rewarding when you figure it out. It's like a puzzle. It's like, it's complete.
I've said this on the podcast, and I don't know if you can relate. Have you ever seen the movie Hustle and Flow?
No.
Okay, so if you've ever seen any movie where you,
Sorry?
this is a great example. You should go home and watch it. It's worth a watch. Worth a shot. You never know. But if you go and watch the movie, it's basically like you see a song come to life from a notepad on like an idea, and like surrounded by the right people and the right inspiration, it turns into this thing. And if you've ever been in that circle when it happens, it's such a feeling that nobody can describe.
But I like correctly. Too, like that movie is like the feeling. But what I really like is like that song where it takes a deeper meaning. Like she said, like she was thinking about it while everybody's telling her how they want their eggs. She has this crush on this guy, but he likes this other girl, and she's like, how do you like your eggs? Because like everyone likes their eggs different, and like this is what you like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ever been out to eat with somebody and they order some shit and you're like,
asparagus, you fucking creature.
Right? Like, I don't even know this fucking person.
In this song, like, I'm calling his girlfriend Easy.
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
damn,
that's what I'm saying. It's like, that's what you like.
You're waiting on your girlfriend's right. Aren't you over easy?
Yeah.
I'll stay on the sunny side. Like, I'm hopeful.
Nice. Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying.
Nice.
It's like the song to me, like I just hear like especially once you explain, like I'm walking around, everybody's like, I want my eggs like this, I want my eggs like that.
She wants her eggs fertilized by this guy, whoever this guy is, dude.
No, but she's like, you like your eggs easy? Like, come on. There's so many better ways to have it than
poached.
Like, that's what's cool.
Dude, fun fact, we're talking about eggs. Have you ever seen a chef's hat, how they have the little dimples in it? You know what the dimples mean?
No.
It's the 13 ways to cook eggs. You're a master chef if you can cook all the eggs 13 ways. I learned this shit from a dude who was a chef.
What are the 13 ways?
I
know like 4.
Dude, apparently poached is like the hardest way to cook an egg.
Yeah, we don't do that here.
No,
I never had one. I never know what the fuck it means. I thought
I'm
poaching an egg was just stealing it from a hen.
You're a poacher? I
thought that's how we got our eggs. They all poached from hens. But yeah, fun fact.
So have you thought of, are you releasing an EP or what? Is it happening?
I would like to.
Yeah?
I released Close to Heart. I released Over Easy. And then...
what do you want? Because what I've heard so far is acoustic. So
yeah.
Do you want a band or do you want digital or...
Honestly, do
you want to record digital and then have a band play it, or do you want it? Because this is the thing. If you go with a band, it's going to be rocky. Do you want it more simple and then the band makes it liver, or do you want to go record it live?
Well, I want to be like pop, So
you need some.
She says she's a Taylor Swift fan, dude.
But
she needs to go to 40.
Make music. I wouldn't say my music would sound like hers, but my old artist's name was Girl Theory, and that was my whole vibe. Like, I majored in girl theory, so does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I know
I guess.
all of the things about being a girl, the philosophy of being a girl, and I wanted to make like chapters, like chapter 1, chapter 2, on like different topics almost. But I wanted that to be like a girl group, like a full girl band. I thought that'd be so sick. But it was just me at the time.
A girl band would be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my next project, if y'all are wondering.
Alright, so y'all girls need to holler at her.
So yeah, if you play any
So you trying to go live band, like live instrument girl band? Dope.
Yeah.
4 non-blondes.
So
Chapel Roan.
We're gonna have you on for a full episode and a performance.
Yes.
Water drops. We do water drops where you can perform.
A tiny desk moment.
Sort of.
Similar.
Very similar.
I mean, it's all up to
but
you.
It's all you.
Unless you bring some people, if you bring some keys,
we might be
whatever,
revolutionizing the
you
the
can
water
bring
pod.
that if you want. But how can people find you?
I'm Gracie Bates.
At Gracie Bates, or come by Baguette Magic, get you some brunch
for 2 more weeks, and then I'm gone.
Oh,
damn, yo.
Damn,
is this the official 2 weeks tonight?
This is my 2 weeks notice.
Sorry,
oh, damn. Where you going? Nashville?
I'm going to Nashville.
Are you really? Mm-hmm. Dude, it's where it's at, dude.
I can't even say it. Thank you.
It's hard to say. All right. Well, y'all look her up, Gracie Bates. Y'all look up the Water Pod. Think harder, work smarter. If you wanted to grow, just add water. It's a Water Pod. Peace.
Let's go.
Thank you so much.
The issue, another birthday, another box of tissue. Vibing with the bottle like I'm talking with you. Wonder if you miss talking to me. I see you living toxic but free. If you talking, I bet the topic is me. How I'm wrong for being all I could be. I guess it's my fault. Failure's not an option for me, right? A little